The biggest my screen will show. All right, it looks weird. This looks weird. I never hold on, testing 1 2 3. Okay, we good. Wow, it's been a crazy night. It's been a crazy night, fam. Crazy night. I was going to just record the video. I was laying on my couch, sit here with my phone in my hand. I said, "My girl Jessie Woo, not my girl Jessie Woo live." And then I see Ricky on the live. I'm like, we got the TikTok gossiper. We got the TikTok gossiper big tonight, and we got Jessie, and I'm sitting on my couch, and they dropped a bombshell. Boy, I was like, this is about to be bad. This is about to be bad. And it was bad. It was really bad. There's a lot of information that happened on the live. We're going to talk about other couples, but we're here tonight to talk about Daeshon, which is the ex-wife of Bry. Bry is Tyler's best friend, who he had 3 children with. I did a video earlier today going over Bry's story and her version of what took place. Right now, my boy, Little Black Book 91, I'm hitting him up on Instagram while he's live. He just hit me up while he's live. And so we're going to do a joint live on this Thursday night. Wait, okay, he's not in America, so I got to make sure I get my time right. Well, I'm available all week, so we're going to do another joint video. I got to make sure I understand his definition of Thursday night. But he's live right now talking about it. I'm live right now. I'm about to talk about it. So I'm going to be honest with my audience. I already seen the video with Jessie Woo and Ricky. And I'm going to go over it right now. I was blown away by some of the things that Daeshon said. And this dude is literally, and I'm not caught up in the moment, he is 1000% the worst human being that's ever been on Love is Blind history. I'm trying to make sure, is he the worst human being that's ever been on a reality show? I think somebody that's been on a reality show that went to prison for murder. So maybe not reality show history, but definitely he is the worst being that's ever been on Love is Blind. So I'm going right to when Daeshon comes up on the interview, and we're gonna break down what she said. But salute to Little Black Book. Let me go to my history. Boom, boy, Jessie did her thing tonight, man. I be so proud, man. Just to see people you cool with, just doing good in life. Jessie Woo found her man. She got a happy, healthy relationship now. Getting these big interviews, these big plugs. So let's go. I'm gonna play the video now. Is that gonna be slides? No. That's gonna be share screen. Share. Okay, I think this is it right here. I saw. All right, so I think I got it right on.
In the army because the first wife.
They had technical difficulties at first, so.
That Bry's base.
Everybody, Ricky? I can. Perfect. Okay, perfect. So Daeshon is just giving us the background of how she came to meet Bry and Tyler. So go ahead. I'm so sorry.
So Bry was helping me raise my daughter from 10 months old to 3 years old. And we couldn't go to the club with them all the time, but they would come to our house and pregame for the club.
Okay.
They would play basketball together, all that. We were really tight. Thanksgivings, everything. These were the only people we ever spent time with. I did know Tyler's ex-fiance. He wanted me to get close with her, but I also knew that he was cheating on her every weekend. And I mean every weekend with different women, because him and his ex-fiance didn't live together.
Hold on. Is that the fiance that everybody found the profile for?
Yes.
And the one that said that she came to the gender reveal, but she thought that he was just strictly a donor, but she didn't know that he was cheating on her with Bri.
She didn't know that Bri's baby was his baby.
All right, so let's talk about what this means, because again, this makes me change up certain things. You guys seen I made 2 videos on this topic already, and in both, make this bigger when I talk. In both scenarios, I'm like, why is this guy thinking he gonna get away with it? And I understand now why he thought he was gonna get away with it. It's for 2 reasons. One reason I'll say right now, he thought he was gonna get away with this because he got away with it before. He was engaged before and had the girl around the kids. She didn't know that they were his kids while he's smashing other people. Still an idiot move. We're not looking at morality. We're just talking about how your intelligence level at this point. It's still an idiot move because there's a massive difference between being engaged to someone in our regular life, like all of us do, than being engaged with someone on Netflix's #1 reality show of all time. The only reality show that broke Netflix when they tried to do that live reunion show. It broke Netflix. There was no way he was going to get away with it, but at least I'm starting to understand why he thought he could get away with it. Oh, I'm missing the live being on set. Oh yeah, I forgot you doing the video. It's all cool. It's all cool. Thank you for showing support. Hey, you should come on the panel, or you should holler at Little Black Book 91, because we're gonna go live Thursday about this. Let's put my take out here right now, and he putting his take out here as well right now. But I'm getting some form of clarity that he thought he could get away with it because he got away with it before. So still stupid.
Okay, continue.
Where did I even leave off? Yeah, so he was cheating on her pretty much every weekend, if not just the Friday and Saturday. And us being the friend group, we're the 2 girls in the group, but this is a group of guys. So he's coming back and telling us all his stories and sexcapades and all these things. I told Ricky recently about these threesomes they used to have all the time. It was just a lot. I don't know how much detail I can go into, but he's been a menace.
Whatever.
All right. So she's saying that while Tyler is engaged, he's also having threesomes with other people. He's having threesomes with Daeshon's friend. Now, Daeshon, it's sort of like, I'm going to tell you the truth over here. I don't care if it's a good opinion, bad opinion. I'm going to tell you the real when you come over here to my channel. When Bri put out her video, it looked like Bri was a victim. And then when Daeshon, her ex-wife goes live, it looks like Daeshon's a victim. Now, I'm going to give her credit. Daeshon, at the end of this, is going to take ownership for one part. But I still got to call it out. You didn't have a problem with Tyler cheating on his fiance when he was having sex with your friends, because your friends, they were in on it. They liked it. It was all consensual. You knew this man was engaged. You didn't have a problem when he went over to your friends and they all had a bunch of sex with each other. But it bothered you when the same dirty thing he did to his fiance, when he started doing to you, to your fiance, right before y'all got married. Y'all wasn't married, so Bri was your fiance. So it was cool when he would cheat on his fiance, but when he started cheating on you, well, not when your fiance started cheating on you with him, now it's a problem. Like, come on, man. Like, all right, so he freaking leaking, he having a great time, he having sex. Daeshon know about it, but Daeshon doesn't know his fiance, don't really got ties with her, I'm guessing, because she's letting all of this rock. All right, cool.
You feel comfortable with sharing?
Yeah. Well, I'm an open book, and that's the only reason why I came forward. I just feel like the whole truth isn't coming out, especially with my part in the story. But
Okay.
Yeah, we had a friend in the guy friend group who liked to watch his wife have sex with other men. So, so he would invite his friends over and they would play little.
I'm gonna spill some tea. Like I understand normal society, so this is gonna be a big shocker to everybody. But like, that ain't a big shocker in Atlanta. That's not. It's a big community here. The swinging community, dudes will let you have sex with a wife. I think you guys will be surprised at how prominent people do this. You know, like I don't want to spill nobody else's tea. It'd be people in big positions that y'all would never guess do stuff like this. And so I don't know how I know. But like, okay, I'm just saying, like, there's like this hidden community that's just hovering right below society where a lot of this stuff is taking place. So this is not a big shocker to me. You know what I'm saying? I think, if we were to judge this correctly, yeah, freak offs. Uh, yeah. If we were to judge this correctly, if Tyler is single, then he's not doing nothing wrong. What he's wrong is that he has a fiance. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it's rock.
Striptease games, and then they would all have sex with her. And when him and his wife broke up, he got another girlfriend who was okay with that, and they were doing the same thing with her. It's got to the point, and I wanted to make a call before this to see if this is public record or not, but it was even investigated in the Army because the first wife got upset when he got the new girlfriend and reported that it was rape instead of her being consensual. So they had to do a whole investigation and all these things. So people know that these threesomes were happening, and they were.
Oh my gosh! This was happening while he was in the military.
No, when I met him, he was not in the military.
Okay.
But this is all happening while he's engaged.
So he was allegedly having threesomes when he was engaged.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, this was voluntary. This is all voluntary. Tyler from Love is Blind is meeting Daeshon on the screen's friends. Her friends are in a swinging community in Maryland, D.C. area. They're all voluntarily having sex with each other. The problem is he has a fiance and she doesn't know about it. That's what's going on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I did not think that my wife was participating in these. We would sit and have conversations about how crazy their life was.
And now she's surprised when she finds out that her wife, Bree, Tyler's friend, is involved in the freak offs too. Bree, his best friend, they cool, they homies, whatever. And again, I'm telling you, I already saw this, so I don't like when people lie to their audience and act like this. I saw this. This is my second time watching it. So the gist I got from this entire thing is that Bri is struggling with her sexuality. That she, and I don't want to offend nobody, blame it on my ignorance if you get offended. Bri is struggling that she is a bisexual, but she only wants to be a lesbian, or she wants to hide the fact that she doesn't mind having sex with men. This is framed that she's only having sex with Tyler, but we don't know anybody's personal life. So it's either she's a lesbian, but struggling with that she's like having sex with Tyler, or she's a lesbian struggling that she likes having sex with both men and women. So she, at this point, she's just engaged to Daeshon. This is before they got married, but she's still sleeping with Tyler. So even before they had their son, the first child together, Tyler was already smashing Bri, which is what I said in my last video. I'm like, it was no one-time deal, fam. I called it.
Right.
all the things that they would do. I did not know that she was a part of it. But everybody keeps wondering how I knew something was up with Tyler and her. But as women, we know how you act when you like somebody. It's the way you look at them, and you might laugh a little harder at their jokes. You might touch them a little bit more. All those things are happening, and I'm watching their interactions, and I have questions. So even at her, I think it was her 30th birthday party I threw at my house, or our house, I pulled them to the side. I had some liquid courage, and I'm like, "What's going on with y'all? If y'all just be honest right now, like, I won't be mad. Like but I need to know what's
Yeah.
happening." And they denied it. Me and Bri had conversations about it at home. I just revealed that our relationship was abusive, and when I would bring that up, it would become abusive. So it got to the point where I just didn't ask anymore, because she was saying how disrespectful I was to accuse her with messing with a guy when she is a lesbian.
Hey, look, I know y'all want to hear the tea, so I'm gonna make this quick. But I just would like to say, in case you ever run across this video story time with Ricky, when you first came on the stream, you was like, "I'm big on TikTok and I'm on Instagram and I'm trying to do YouTube a little bit more." Boo boo, telling you, don't do nothing for free. YouTube pays you way more money than TikTok does. I know you the TikTok star. Keep doing your TikTok, but I'm telling you, don't sleep. Don't sleep on YouTube. YouTube pays you far more money. If you blow up on YouTube like you got on TikTok, I think you're gonna be putting that to the side. Just want to throw that in there.
And
So-
I seen that you commented that her statement that she released yesterday was the first time you've ever heard her admit that the twins at least were conceived naturally, correct?
Yes. So I knew that, and I don't know how many gays are on here, but in the lesbian community, you're a gold star lesbian if you've never had sex with a man. I knew that she was not a gold star. I knew that she had a boyfriend in high school.
How many stars is she?
She's none, clearly.
Oh, okay.
You're either a gold star or you're nothing. But
Okay.
Adding my 2 cents the first time I heard her say this, that like, you are a gold star lesbian if you never in your life slept with a man and you only been with women. And this is just my opinion. She says it with sort of pride attached. Now I want you to think about this. If Bri is secretly struggling with her sexuality of being bisexual, but wanting to be a lesbian and put out to the world that she's a lesbian, and she's dating someone that uses terms like gold star, and I'm a gold star, I ain't never been with a guy. That would make, think of what it would do to Bri's head. I'm not making excuses for her because I see fault with everybody around. And the only person that I care about is the demon by the name of Tyler. Says all of Tyler's the big Sith Lord. I should have called him a Sith Lord in my title. Tyler's the only one I care about. But I still can point out any nuances because my channel is called Love Lens Reviews. We look at everything dealing with relationships. If you're a lesbian and you're using terms like gold star and then like, it's sort of like, and it may not be intentional, but you're putting down someone who may have to go through a process to figure out where they are. So that if she's saying terms like gold star and Bri is struggling with her sexuality, something like that could be in the bowl of everything mixed in together of why Bri is secretly having sex with somebody else. And the reason, I want y'all to pay attention to my words, I said mixed in together, because I don't want it to put like, oh, because you said you're a gold star, that's why she cheated on you. No, you cheat, you're wrong. You cheat, you're wrong, and you got to be accountable for your own actions. I'm just saying mentally what it could do.
But in high school, she had a boyfriend, but she was saying that she did that for her mom's sake. Her mom never wanted her to be gay, but she was intimate with him. When I first met her and our relationship got serious, she told me that the only way she would have sex with a man is to conceive a child. I told her that we did not have to do that. We could turkey baste her. We could go to a bank. There's other options. And she was adamant that this was something she was comfortable with. But that.
All right, so this is something I got wrong. I said, like, you allowed this dude to have sex with your wife so y'all can have a baby. She did not allow that. We assume that it's very costly to go through it the proper way. She said money was no issue. She's saying, Daeshon is saying, this is all of Bry's doing. Why would this all be a Bry's doing? It's because she was already smashing Tyler. So like, hey, turkey baster? Why don't we use the turkey baster when he already piping me out? Like, of course, Bry, like, I got a dude and I feel comfortable with him. I'm already cheating on you behind your back with him. He might as well go ahead and shoot the club up when I'm ovulating, since he's shooting the club up anyway. So obscurity said Daeshon is fine. I will say this right here. You know, like, I don't know how much I should be saying, because y'all try to kill somebody for I think both women are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? When I first went to Bry's social media, I mean, sagging pants and the J's, she would have been homie. She would have been a homie. I probably wouldn't have went there with her. But I'm saying, like, both facial, both women are beautiful. Also, both seem to be pretty level-headed in the video shown. And I stress in the video shown because she's saying she's gonna say that Bry did some awful things to her. So
That's years later, we end up having Cairo. Fast forward, she was told, in that conversation, she also mentioned she wanted to have 2 kids by the time she turned 30. So when it comes time for her to get pregnant, she comes to me. She says, 2 of my friends have volunteered to be our donor. Tyler was one of them. I told her I did not want a known donor. I wasn't comfortable with that. But again, it's abusive.
All right. Bry is intelligent. Bry is smart. Here's my weird take. I got a master's degree in human beings. And I see stuff a mile away. I'm going to take a wild guess. This is my opinion. Bry did not have 2 volunteers. Bry had 1 volunteer, Tyler. Bry knows that you, Daeshon, as her wife, asking questions, wondering if she and Tyler sleeping around. So the best way to present this to you is to say it's 2 people. It was never 2 people. It was just Tyler. Try to mask that in. Yeah, you know, Tyler and James, you know, yeah. Oh, Tyler and James. And if Daeshon is feeling weird about the situation, all right, I don't want to be nobody we know, but if we're gonna go, let's go with James. James' phone turned off. Wow, he just paid the bill. Guess we're gonna have to go with Tyler. His phone just randomly turned off. I guess it's just Tyler. I don't know. Just saying my opinion. There was never 2. There was only 1, the Sith Lord himself.
The relationship, I go along with whatever she says. It's her first child, like biological child too. So I just wanted her to have her experience how she wanted to have it.
So you wanted to go to because that's the whole thing too. Is like, why? Because he made it seem that you guys couldn't afford a donor. Is that true?
No, that's not the case.
Okay, so you wanted to actually go the strict route with this, go to a donor hospital and do all that. But she said no, she wanted to do it with.
Yes, she chose Tyler of the 2.
Did she?
So, Pearl, I'm not faulting Daeshon for Tyler cheating on his fiance. That's on Tyler. 110% on him only. What I'm calling out is, Daeshon, you know this guy at your friend's house who about to go inside the room and grab the baby oil and join his freak fish. You know he got a fiance. You cool with it. You cool with him smashing your friends. You cool with him knowing he doing something behind another woman's back. But then you get sad when he smashed your fiance. That's all I'm saying. Like, that's crazy.
Actually do it the turkey baster way?
Yes.
Or did they start having sex?
So that's where it gets messy. The first two times Tyler came to our house and he went in our bathroom downstairs. We had a half bathroom and we gave him the cup. We had a whole contraption. Gave him the cup. He went in the bathroom, did whatever he did. He gave it to us. He would leave and then we would go upstairs and finish the process.
Daeshon, Tyler was downstairs in the bathroom, pulled his phone out and watched the video of him smashing Bree to jack off. He was looking at his greatest hits with Bree, with Bri. I'm sorry, I keep calling him Bree. He was watching the videos. You know what I'm saying? like that man did not want to be in that bathroom. That man wanted to be upstairs doing it the regular way. But for y'all who didn't see this tonight, if you didn't see what happened, watch what happens.
We did that 2 months in a row. Didn't work. I go out of town.
Hey!
I go out of town. He picks me up from the airport, and she goes in the bathroom. As soon as I come in the house, she goes to the bathroom. She comes out, pregnancy test, and she goes, "I'm pregnant." And I just broke down in tears because I already knew she cheated on me. I just knew. And again, abusive relationship. She cussed me out, went off. "How dare you be upset that I am pregnant? You should be happy for me. This is our child," whatever. We go to urgent care to confirm the pregnancy because I've had a child before. I know at home test. Let's go see. She measures at 6.
My bad. I'll start over. My bad. So this is what I said when I was muted. I said, that's a nice suggestion, Pearl. And I thought about your suggestion. I'm like, that'd be great if someone isn't curious, but Daeshon is already curious. Curious as, is Tyler sleeping with my wife? So asking that question wouldn't give her an answer. It would make her curious, but she's already curious. And then what I said when I was muted was, see, Daeshon should have suggested I do it the natural way. See how Bree would have reacted. Okay, I said, if I'm to believe everything that Daeshon says in this interview, she's saying that Bri beat her, physical violence. And then I said, the best thing I saw that Jessie Woo did tonight was when Jessie Woo said, there's a lot of Ashleys picking on Ashley. So what she means is there's a lot of women who stuck around horrible men picking on Ashley for sticking around with Tyler. She's right on that. And I'll throw me in the mix too. I done been in relationships and situations where I know this is wrong. I know this is bad. I know the person treating me bad. And I stayed in that time. That comes with growth. So what we're seeing, if everything that Daeshon is saying is true, that this is the relationship. Daeshon and Bree is a relationship. And you know, I'm 44 years old, so they're younger than me. They're gonna go through things in their life. They early 30s right now, 31, 32 years old. They're still growing and learning, you know, in life. But she's telling us the relationship she was in, that she allowed foul things to take place. She said that she immediately cried when she saw the pregnancy test because she knew for 110% that the turkey baster months never worked. They went to the doctors. You're not pregnant at all. She goes out of town. She comes back. She's pregnant. So that confirms to her that her wife is cheating on her with Tyler, and she's still staying. Normally, a person wouldn't leave a relationship like this until it's a result of accumulation. And it's accumulation coming from a bunch of things. Accumulation comes from the alleged physical violence. The accumulation of, I know you're sleeping with Tyler. And then other things she's about to add on now. but everybody gets to that place at different times.
6 weeks pregnant. I wasn't out of town for 6 weeks.
Hey, how long were you out of town?
2 weeks at most. 10
Hey!
days probably. And I bought the contraptions. I think it's called like a stork or something. It's an at-home conception thing. I don't remember having a third one. And she was like, no, we had an extra one. I found it under the sink. He gave it to me. We did it. Yeah.
So, wait. So if you were only out of town for 2 weeks, is it possible that one of the turkey baster method sessions worked?
No,
It's not
because so we would do it and we were tracking, the fertility. You're fertile, I think it's 2 weeks before your period. So we would check, she didn't get pregnant. Then we did it again, she didn't get pregnant. So I know for a fact 2 times
every
in a row,
time
it
you
did not
guys
work.
done the baster method, you guys had taken a pregnancy test that came back negative.
Y'all know I'm a nerd, so let me do some. Y'all know I'm a nerd. I gotta check everything. We'll stop this screen. Does turkey baster insemination work? The turkey baster method, also known as intracervical insemination, is a method of artificial insemination that involves injecting semen into the vagina near the cervix. While it's possible to get pregnant using the turkey baster method, it's not recommended, and most people opt for safer methods. Success rate. The success rate for intracervical insemination, aka the turkey baster method, is between 10 to 15% per menstrual cycle. Now, how many times did they do this? They did this 2 times. They did this 1 month, that 10 to 15%. Study showed it's true, it didn't work. They did it for a second month, it didn't work. I'm telling you, I said this in the previous video. I'm so happy my friend is pregnant right now. She about what, 40? She probably gonna see this. She paid so much money. I mean, I think I may have been lowballing when I said $50,000. It probably been $100K. She paid so much money over years and years and years and years and years for professional doctors that she going to do it the right way to get pregnant. To when you start to get 40 years old, it's like I'm rooting for my friend, but in my mind, I'm thinking this probably ain't gonna never work. And she finally got pregnant. This man jacked off in a half bathroom downstairs watching the video of his greatest hits with him and Bry. And you mean to tell me that you think that something that the internet is showing, I'm sorry, this is too small for y'all to see. It's between a 10 and 15% chance per menstrual cycle. She had 2 menstrual cycles if he did this twice. That's it, because the next one just says safer alternatives. So I just want to show that, y'all know I'm gonna look up anything, but let's go back to the video and continue watching.
Absolutely.
Okay. That makes sense.
She's
And
pregnant.
just to be, I mean, I know we're shocked and everything, but just to be clear, because you keep mentioning abuse, and I want to be sensitive to that. I don't want to just overlook that. But was the abuse emotional, or was it physical, or was it financial?
Physical. She has I'm trying not to make this about her because I know Tyler's a story and that's what people care about. Right. But yeah, she has a history of abuse.
I say this every video, and I agree with open rounds. It's not open round, another rounds. I miss y'all name up. I agree with another round. I heard, and that's why I said in my last video, there was gonna be another video anyway. I'm like, I heard Bry's story. I said I heard Daeshon's story because Daeshon put out that tweet saying they cheated on me and had them twins. But this is Daeshon's full story. 3 people involved, 3 stories. We got 2. We got Bry's story. We got Daeshon's story. We'll hear Tyler's story. Now, I'm not an idiot, you know what I'm saying? Even though I wait for facts and I wait to hear our sides, it's not looking good for your boy Because when you pick, Bry's story only differs from Daeshon's story and what Bry did dirty to Daeshon. And that makes sense because you're not trying, but both of these women's story match when it comes to what they're saying about Tyler. Both of them saying the same thing about Tyler. Both women, Bry and Daeshon, who are not talking to each other at all, they're not friends. Both of them are saying he assisted in giving them their first baby. Both of them are saying he had sex regular, the natural way, after their relationship and got her pregnant with twins. So
I'm not the first one, you know. So yeah, it was physical abuse. The reason that I went out of town is the action. And again, I don't want to make it about her, but she tried to kill me. Literally tried to kill me.
I'm gonna
And
move TikTok because they will ban my ass.
I'm sorry. That's why I was like, I don't know how much.
I'm so
when Ricky said that, when I first saw this live, I was laughing. I was like, "That's why you should be on YouTube. You should be. You're hurting your pockets. I know you get famous way faster on TikTok. So you got to ask yourself, what do you want? You want the fame or you want the money? The money is on YouTube, Ricky. You about to freak out right now. We getting the biggest story of Love is Blind scandal history. You're like, oh my God. You see Jesse sitting back chilling. Jesse like, oh, YouTube gonna let this rock. Might want to come on over to the YouTube world.
sorry. I am so sorry. Like, yeah,
I said I wasn't gonna cry on here. So.
Yeah, no, we're both very, very sorry, and we're not gonna focus on that because that is very, very personal. And thank you for trusting us with that information. I think it takes a lot for you to come forward and say that, and then for you to see all this this whole other side being said, but you have your side, and so just like we are.
I said this in my last video when I talked about Bry's video that she put out, that Bry destroyed Tyler because she was not trying to destroy Tyler. When people come on with venom, the audience listens to what they're saying, but they also see you got a dog in the fight, like you got something bitter against this person. The fact that Bry was not trying to destroy Tyler hurt Tyler worse. The same thing goes for Bry in this situation. The fact that Daeshon is not trying to destroy Bry, it adds credibility to when Daeshon talks about the physical abuse that when Bry would hit her, you know, whatever she's alleging. It makes you feel that she's telling the truth. She's sitting there, she's chilling, she's not being mean. It comes across like I'm only saying this because it actually happened. And she's not even going to the crazy details or nothing. It makes you believe that this took place without any evidence.
Terribly sorry, and we're very, very happy that you're not in that situation anymore. And honestly, it sounds like you dodged a huge bullet. So we're really thankful that you're still here with us, and that like we're honored to even hear you say your side. So again, like apologies.
I want to piggyback on what another round just said. She said, my discernment knows Tyler ain't shit for denying his seed to Ashley, period. I agree 1000% with that. If he donor or not, he should have been up front. But as far as this trouble situation, they all got a little lying problem. All right. So I want to piggyback off that. Like, before we saw this Daeshon thing, we only saw Bry, right? Bry comes up and Bry simply says, you know, I was married, then my wife left me. And she don't say any details about that. She goes straight to Tyler. These details that Daeshon is giving out does not paint Bry in such a great light. So I'm not saying what I'm about to say. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying that people are going to leave themselves out of the situation. We see this. Bry knows we are after Tyler. Daeshon knows we are after Tyler. So is it really far-fetched that Daeshon could have been involved in the freak offs too. Oh, you know, Tyler ain't my friend, but somehow Tyler knew all my close friends and they was in the freaky stuff. He did it with them. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. She could have been there recording. We don't know. People are going to leave themselves out of situations. The only thing I would say to take up for Daeshon is that at the final end of this interview, she says, nobody is all innocent. I'm not all innocent. And she holds herself accountable for allowing Tyler to cheat on his fiance with her friends. There we go.
Apologies, and we really thank you for being brave enough to even share that. That is a horrible thing to go through, but the fact that you survived that, like, that's big.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, our heart goes out to you. But wow. So we're at the point now where you realize, okay, this was not the turkey baster.
Yeah, but I'm in love. I want my marriage. This is a baby we've been trying for months. I have my doubts on how he got here, but he's here, and I want to be a part of his life.
Yeah.
So we move forward as if we were going to raise this child together. But I just couldn't look at her the same. I'm at this point. I'm just. I hate to say it, but disgusted because I married a lesbian, so I don't want you sleeping with men. Cheat on me with a woman if you're gonna cheat. But
this is the point I cannot wait to break down when I go live with Little Black Book 91. Again, I got multiple YouTube channels. Like open another round here. There's so much on my rap channel. I put everything in a bowl. I don't just look at one thing. Daeshon said, you can cheat on me with a woman, but don't cheat on me with a man. Daeshon said, if you never sleep with a man, you only slept with a woman, you are a gold star lesbian. Daeshon is giving me in her personality that she covets, she values when it's 100% women. Most people wouldn't care if you slept with a man or a woman. If you cheat on me, you cheat on me. She's telling us if she would have cheated on me with a woman, we'd have been cool. Because I'm a gold star lesbian. You put this on pressure on someone who is denied, according to Daeshon's own words. She hid the fact that she liked women. She worried that her family was going to judge her. Her family did judge her. Her family did not support her dating women. This is a struggle in her brain. She got lesbian friends, and her fiance like, you're not 5-star. You slept with a man. What does that do to a person who's going through this? I'm not making excuses for anybody. Please don't take this as me making excuses. I'm just building a narrative of what could be in somebody's head who's struggling as Bri is struggling, according to Daeshon's own words.
Yeah, so we continue, but it's still little stuff. As she got pregnant, she got more attached to him, which of course you're pregnant with his child. And if you have feelings before, of course. So we're living in the same apartment complex. It was little things domestic tasks that she used to do. I mean, she's pregnant, but this is early in the pregnancy. And, it's like, oh, Tyler's going to come and empty the trash. Oh, Tyler's going to come do this. Tyler's like, so now Tyler's the man of our house. And he would say little things.
Y'all know what I was doing before Jesse Wu went live? The last thing I was doing? I was watching Speak No Evil. And for those who've never seen the movie Speak No Evil, I'm not going to tell you the movie. It's popular. You may watch it. I saw both versions. The Danish version, which is way more darker, and I saw the American version. I'll tell you the ending to the Danish version. But because it doesn't happen in the American version, I'm not telling you the movie. The movie is about a couple with a daughter who goes and meet a couple on vacation with a son. And the couple with the son just do whatever they want to that family. The movie, the theme of the movie is the ramifications of what can happen to you if you allow others to do what they want to you, if you don't stand up for yourself. So the end of the Danish version, you find out the family that you met with the son, that's not their son. This family always meets other families with a child. They befriend them. They kill the child they have, kill the family, and take the little child. Meet another family, repeat process. Over and over and over again. The end of the Danish film, they take their child, they take the couple out, and put them in this pit. And the couple is crying, and they say, "Why did you do this to us?" And the most potent line of the film, they said, "Because you let us." Pick up rocks, beat them to death, stone them to death. They don't even run, try to get away. They just hold each other and accept their fate that they're going to get stoned to death and their daughter going to be with this family until they meet another family, kill their daughter, and then take the other family's child. That's the last thing I watched. It went off. Jesse Wu's live with this. Daeshon, you said that you felt that your fiance, you weren't even married yet, was sleeping with Tyler. The same Tyler that had a fiance himself and having sex with your friends. You said you felt this. You just told the entire world that when she showed you a pregnancy test, you instantly started crying because you knew she cheated on you. Now you're telling us that while she's pregnant with the man you cried and you feel in your heart she cheated with, he can just come in your house. Y'all married. And he can just say and do whatever he want to do. And you sitting there. You just sitting there taking it. Brings me back to the theme of the movie. They doing this because you let them.
He would come over. He was supposed to be an uncle. He was not supposed to be involved. Yes. And I'm thinking, okay, we have a known donor, but we're in the military. So we're going to move. We're not going to be around him. We're fine. But he comes over and he says, I don't know how the conversation came up, but I said, well, what if he turns out gay? And Tyler said, he's going to come up to you guys and ask you guys, why is Uncle Ty keep punching me in my chest? And I said, you're not going to touch my child. It's not your child at all. So you don't get to do anything. But so I'm seeing her get it.
Tyler said this?
Tyler said that in my house, in the living room, on the floor. Yes.
Tyler saying his biological son, who he has no rights to because it wasn't supposed to be his son, if he turns out gay, even though I jacked off in a gay couple's bathroom to help them have this child that I'm not going to have any rights to, if he turns out gay like they turn out gay, I'm going to be punching them in the chest. I'm bad with names. Can y'all do me a favor? If you remember, can you guys please put down, I just want to see their name. Can you put the villain of every season of Love is Blind in the chat? Who is the villain of season 1? I think it was the blonde lady who was trying to get with, what's his name? Cole? Who's the villain of season 2? The black guy that looked like Frogger? Forget his name. Who's the villain of season 2? Who's the villain of season 3? People probably would say Barstool, aka Barnett. To me, it was the other Cole, the girl he dated, the cuties, the fruit. To me, that motherfucker was the real villain. Who was the villain of season 4? I always get messed up with who was on season 4. Season 4 is when we start moving into Texas territory. Who's the villain? What city was season 4? Was season 4 Why do I always forget season 4? I know we got 2 cities in Texas. We got Dallas and we got Houston.
SK, yeah, SK was a real villain in season 3. SK. I'm going to Berkeley, and my dad likes multiple women, but I don't, but I'm going to get exposed.
SK may be the second biggest villain. Who was season 4? Why y'all gonna make me look this up? I'm not trying to look this up. Love is Blind season 4. Oh, season 4. Dang, season 4 Seattle. Wow. I love season 4. Yeah, I love season 4. So the villain of season 4 to me, hold on. I thought it was Jackie at first. Or was it not Jackie at first? Let me look at images. Who was worse than it was Amber at first. Who hid her acne but was diabolical to my man. Is it Jackie? Okay, I think they was in a relay race. I think it was Amber at first, and then Amber was holding that bitch back in the relay race, and then Jackie grabbed it and took it on for the rest of the season. All right, so that was Seattle. So Texas was back to back. All right, so season 5 would have definitely been what's his name? Baldhead dude. He wasn't a villain, but I'm saying that's the most popular dude I remember off the top of my head. To me, season 5 was the only woman who got married. The Hispanic chick that got married. She was the true villain in season 5. Bartiz was season 3. So season 5, in my opinion, it was a Hispanic woman. I don't remember her name. The one who manipulated the entire system, came on the show just to be vindictive, and ended up being the only one who married. But I'm not going to use my personal opinion. I'm going to go by society. Society is going to say, Uche. Uche was the villain in season 5. So we got Uche. Season 6. Who was my biggest villain? Goddamn, Matt. Matt was a terror, boy. It wasn't Matt, though. Chelsea. Come on, y'all. If you watch my channel, Pearl. No. Izzy was never a villain. I'm saying when I was trying to think of the season, I remember season by who was the most popular. To me, Izzy was the most popular that season. So once I got it in my head, I went and looked for the villain of that season. Uche was him and that crazy lady he came in with. Yeah. Zanab, yeah. I personally hate Zanab because I hate somebody that is extremely successful at gaslighting. And I've never, like, I think Netflix saved Cole from blowing his brains out. If Netflix would have never put out that final scene. Somebody said Jeremy? Nah, Chelsea. Look at my channel. Look at the videos I make. Chelsea is by far the worst person on last season. All right, so if we go through all seasons, the closest you can come to Tyler, the closest person out of all of the villains, I gotta scroll up because I don't remember his name. What's the African dude name? What's his name? Season 3.
The guy who talked like a frog, the African guy who got mad that his girlfriend would not eat the African food with her fingers.
That's the closest we can get to Tyler. And even though he did a lot of diabolical moving around, his sin was cheating. It all revolved, and there's multiple people who cheated on the show. This man is caught up in the most diabolical mess. And to not hold y'all, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait and show y'all why this is by far the most diabolical person to ever step foot on Love Is Blind.
So as I'm watching her get more attached, I'm watching him get more attached. He's starting, I can tell by the way he's talking about our child that he is seeing it as his child. But we still are moving on as a couple. We have the
No, you wasn't another rounds. That's why we get along so well. I was rooting for Cole too.
go through the pregnancy together. She says that I left before Cairo was born. That's not true. I went on a trip to California because I was a stay-at-home mom. I'd already got out of the military at that point. I went on a trip to have like a baby moon before I was going to be home with another child. And when I got back, it just so happened when she picked me up from the airport, she went into labor. It wasn't planned like that though. And she says that Tyler stepped up because I left, but
That's not true.
It's not. There's pictures of him holding my newborn in Louisiana at her mother's house. That's where she did her maternity leave, and we weren't done yet. We were still figuring.
You know, you. It's easy for me to play fifth quarterback, like fifth quarter. Like it is hard to see a lot of bad things happen in someone because they let it happen. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all, you know, it's not fair to Daeshon. I have let horrible things happen in a relationship with people looking at me like, bruh, what the hell, you pussy whoop or whatever. Like, I've made these same mistakes. So this is not me passing judgment, but it's just to listen to her talk. If you did the right thing when you wanted to get pregnant with your wife with a complete stranger, do it the right way. Once you allowed this to happen, this man should have never been around the newborn. There should be distinct clearness to show wife and wife, two people married, lesbians with a child. It should have been a period of no Tyler at all. And the sad part about it, and we're going to find out later, Tyler only did this to ensure he going to get some pussy because he didn't do it for the children. Watch, all of this is this diabolical plan Tyler about to do. And this is what I'm saying, why he the most diabolical person ever been on this show. Notice everybody using the word diabolical after I used it. I was the first person to use the word diabolical. But he doing this, all his diabolical actions are happening before he went on Love Is Blind, before he met Ashley.
Figuring out what we were doing at that point.
You said that as this drama was unfolding, like you were realizing some truth to yourself. You were realizing like, oh, Tyler's been present in my son's life, and you're just now realizing now that all of this is coming out, right?
Yeah. I'm learning a lot. So it's super traumatizing because I've been in therapy after our relationship and things like that. And then I'm scrolling one day and I see my arch nemesis Tyler pop up on the screen because I didn't even watch Love Is Blind.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm learning a lot.
So when she says that Tyler stepped up because you left, you're saying you left because you were doing your baby moon, right?
No. She said Tyler stepped up when I left for good.
Okay.
But Tyler was already involved. So I'm saying she pushed me out so that he could step up.
She's live. She's not a social media person, so you get nervous. When I heard this for the first time, this is my second time watching, I wanted to take up for Daeshon. Hey, Daeshon, you told us earlier you was there when the twins was there. You was around. So that proves what you're trying to say now. But she missed that point right now. There's a lot of villains this season, which was a plot twist. So a lot of people think YouTubers think we know it all. So I want to say what I got wrong. I literally said this. I feel so embarrassed now. I literally said, I don't want to watch season 7. They was like, why you don't want to watch season 7? There's no drama. I mean, it looked like everybody finna get married. But I said that when they was going to the island. I'm like, the only problematic couple they got rid of. I'm like, the dude with the Pirates of the Caribbean braids, they clearly in love because I'm going off when they met each other. I'm like, maybe there's a problem I saw with Hannah and old boy. But other than that, I was like, everybody gonna get married. There's no drama. I could not have been more wrong. I could not have been more wrong. All right, I'll rock with that. I'll rock with Jeremy. See, no. Nobody taking them from Chelsea. Nobody taking them from Chelsea. Who's up? Forgive me, M. Castillo. I've dated 2 Chelseas, so it's triggering to me. I've dated 2 Chelseas. I know it's my fault. Chelsea's the villain.
Was he already living in the home?
No, I just found that out.
She just found out with all of us that they ever actually lived together.
Because there's pictures of me with the twins. I went to their house. Well, yeah, now I'm learning it's their house. But when I was there, she told me that his sister had been living with her, helping with the kids, not him. She never said that.
I have a question for you all for my chat. This whole back and forth telling Tyler one thing, Bri telling her another thing. And so people who not keeping up, when they broke up, Daeshon went back home to California. Remember, the show is filmed in DC. She's across the country. So yesterday, when Bri dropped her part of the story, that's when Daeshon found out that she was living with Tyler after they broke up. Is this lie to 2 different people to have your cake and eat it too? Is my question to y'all. Or is this lie not tied around having your cake and eat it too? Is this lie tied around the struggles of your sexuality? This isn't a trick question. Like, I'm going to come back and I know the answer, got my opinion. I'm asking y'all because I'm curious. Is this a struggle of her bisexuality, Bri's bisexuality, or she just trying to have a cake and eat it too?
So why do you think now we have Tyler on this show denying being an active father? If he was doing so much with her, scheming to take you out of the picture, why do you think he's doing that?
To me, it's just karma. Like, you chose that person and now they're not doing what they're supposed to do.
Good
But
one.
I will say that when we were in communication, she was complaining about him. The child support thing has been an issue from the beginning. When we were friends, he showed us his tax returns. He was making over 6 figures. And when the babies
All right, so we about to get into the territory where I was worried about, because I'm like, this is where I'm gonna start disagreeing with Jesse Wu, my Lord and Savior Jesse Wu. I'm about to disagree, but look, y'all know I love my Love Is Blind Black people YouTube community. I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna tell you why. Show facts, but much love to Ricky and Jesse Wu. But y'all gonna see some personal things come in, and what they're saying and it's not matching truth. Sorry, I love y'all. But I'm gonna call out facts.
came, she would call me upset. I asked Tyler for money for a formula and he won't even give it to me. He said all he has is $50. That's not gonna do anything. So this has been an issue from the very beginning. I don't know how active he's been over the years. Yes, there are pictures, but she's also called me and said Tyler is an Instagram dad. He only comes around when there's a photo up. So yes, there are photos, but I don't know what her standard of an active parent.
I think right now what's happening when she says, sometimes we on the internet or YouTube or whatever, we build things in our head of how it's supposed to be, and we want that story to be true. The one thing that and when I say we, I may disagree. It may not even be me, but I'm including myself because I'm talking about the entire internet, the online community as a whole. We have built in our head that Tyler is lying. He's in these children's lives because we see these photos. And we're loving that Daeshon is exposing him, but now Daeshon is saying something that contradicts those photos. Daeshon is saying those photos are fake. He ain't never been around a motherfucking kid. He just showed up for a photo op. But because some people has constructed a story so much, they will dismiss this part.
It is.
Well, in her story, she said that, I know you mentioned to me, like, she said that you petitioned for custody of Cairo first, but you told me that she actually petitioned for Cairo a day before you petitioned, and that's where this whole custody battle came into play, correct? And then,
Yeah.
to be clear, as far as the twins are concerned, you guys were already divorced. You have no connection to the twins.
I want to throw this in. It's not going to take long. We're going to go back to it. For y'all who didn't see, there's one big thing, and another round reminded me of this one. Another round said it sounded like Bree the biggest villain, but since she's not on the show, Tyler remained king. Yeah, we only care about people on the show. But I want to remind you, because I'm going to come back. This is going to be very important at the end. I want to remind everybody who missed this. Daeshon has a daughter. Daeshon had Bree raised Daeshon's daughter. I'm sorry I keep saying Bree. Bri raised Daeshon's daughter with her until she was 3 years old. I'm going to stop right there because I'm going to come back to that later. Just keep that in mind. Before Tyler had any children with Bri is dating Daeshon, and Bri is a parent figure in Daeshon's daughter's life. Just keep that for the end.
They were never your children.
She conceived the twins while we were going through the divorce.
Right. So you had no
So-
parental rights over the twins. That was just a pure Tyler and her parents.
Yeah, that was a Tyler and her situation. Technically, I could have in Maryland, if kids are born at two in marriage, they're of that marriage. So technically, those are my kids too. But no, I have nothing to do with the twins. Those
Okay.
are their babies.
So have you been in contact at all with Bri, like, since you left? Were you aware that Tyler had gone on this show?
No, I have not been in contact with her except for small communication here and there for years. So the only information that I can give is just a backstory on how their friendship became whatever it is now.
I guess I'm just still like, why go through all that and push the wife, like your wife out? You know what I mean? And like, or your best friend's wife out. Like, they both push you out of the equation just to end up going on television and denying all of this, like denying these kids. I guess I'm just trying to figure. And then if he is not really, or has never really been a consistent father, just an Instagram father, why do you think Bri is releasing so much information?
I'm surprised Bri is releasing information because she is a private person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm completely surprised about that. I'm not surprised her mother came forward. I honestly don't know. She is protective, so I could see her coming forward to make sure that she stands up for her children. As far as Tyler is concerned, I think it was just a lot to bite off, probably, to have all these kids. I know that neither one of them were expecting twins. And even it went as far as she had an appointment at the clinic and just couldn't go through with it to not have the kids.
Oh
So
my God.
She didn't want to say abortion. She was saying Bri was about to have an abortion with the twins and didn't go through with it. I probably would not have said that. Like, it doesn't matter what the story to me, anything. If you're really trying not to hurt Bri, people, I mean, they're here. I don't know. Take it for what it's worth.
Oh.
I don't know. It's probably just a lot.
Yeah, because she says that she maintains that Tyler was there during the kid, like he cut the umbilical cord. I've seen pictures of him in the hospital, that he was happy to be having the twins, and they left the hospital as parents of three,
Right.
like, and lived together to give the kids a two-parent household. So
Right.
you feel like maybe she wasn't being forthcoming in like his involvement with you to like, oh, he's this Instagram dad? Because I think based on the pictures we've seen, he's much more than an Instagram dad. He's at pumpkin patches. They're in matching Christmas pajamas. They're taking family pictures. Like, so do you think she kind of just downplayed the relationship to you? Like,
Absolutely. I agree.
I'm new to Storytime with Ricky. I'm loving Storytime with Ricky. Shout out to you. Salute. This is my nerd brain coming out. This is me being a critical nerd. You said he's more than just an Instagram dad, and your examples were all pictures on Instagram. She's saying that Bri told her he just show up for the photos and he leave. If it were me, I would show information that's more than just the pictures to prove that he's more than Instagram. I wouldn't say he's more than just an Instagram. He's more than just a picture dad, and then list my reasoning being pictures. That's just nitpicky nerd stuff.
Agree that she says that she was struggling with her identity as a lesbian. I can completely understand that. So, and I've told you this, that while Tyler was there being a father to our child, she was still trying to get back with me. So I think it's always been a tug of war between her feelings for Tyler and her feelings for me. So I could definitely see her downplaying it to me. She didn't even want to tell me that the kids had his last name. But as I've revealed to you, they have his last name, but she named him after.
I think that Bri's feelings for Daeshon and Tyler are just a specific, tangible example of her struggles with being a bisexual around lesbians. Because it's just, I hate saying my opinion without fact. Bri is a bisexual around lesbians that look up to just only being lesbian. But I don't think that Bri is a lesbian. I think Bri is clearly a bisexual. And I think that Bri loves certain aspects of Daeshon. I think Bri, from what Daeshon is saying that Tyler came into their home. They are both married, and said they just took over. That's Daeshon's words. I think a part of that masculinity is attractive to Bri, but I think also Bri enjoys that Daeshon is pretty much letting her do whatever she wants to do.
My daughter. So it's this, she's confused.
yeah.
This is a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of layers to the story.
A lot of layers. So can we kind of revisit Tyler's other relationships, just from what you know? Because Ricky has done such a good job at uncovering other women come forward, saying that he owed them money. You said something earlier about there was a time when Tyler was making a lot of money. Was he a national security officer? What was Tyler's job?
He was a security guard at a nuclear plant. What my understanding of it was.
Yay!
But when we were friends, he said he just worked a lot of overtime. So that's why he was like so proud he made 6 figures that year, because they had so much overtime. So hearing him owe people money is surprising to me, because I've never known him to be broke.
Wait, so he was a security guard who was working a lot of overtime, basically.
Yeah, not a nuclear plant, whatever his title was, like nuclear plant. Like,
hey! then because on the show, he comes in as a nuclear security officer, not a security guard, nuclear security officer. And then like when the PR for the show comes out, he's an account manager, and now he's selling drywalls.
Yeah, like I said, when I was around, he had his own place. He was engaged, but they did not live together. So he was sustaining his lifestyle. I have no idea what happened, but
He
it
was
could be
borrowing
the child
money from
support.
everybody.
It could have been that too.
He was Peter swindling. He's the Love is Blind swindler. He was robbing Peter to pay Paul, is what it seems like. Like,
Let me restart this off. Hold on, because this is where I'm finna start disagreeing with Jesse and Ricky.
He's selling drywalls, saying that he owed them money. You said something earlier about there was a time when Tyler was making a lot of money. Was he a national security officer? What was Tyler's job?
He was a security guard at a nuclear plant. Is what my understanding of it was.
Yay!
But yeah,
Tyler, because a lot of y'all join a team, and when you hate somebody, you don't like nobody saying nothing good about them. Tyler is the worst person in the history of Love is Blind by far. Let's get that clear. I don't know why my homie Jesse Wu is walking around like this dude got caught up in a lie. He was a security guard at a nuclear plant. That's what they showed on TV. I don't understand like why this is some bombshell. When I saw it, maybe we look at stuff differently. When I saw Tyler in the pause and it said nuclear plant security officer, I immediately thought this nigga is a security guard, but at a nuclear plant. Whenever you're working around unsafe material, got a whole big tattoo. No, this on. When I used to be a firefighter, like 20 years ago. Whenever you're working around, I was a hazmat officer too. Whenever you're working around dangerous material, you're going to get paid more. A security officer at a freaking upscale apartment complex is not getting paid the same amount of money as a security officer or guard, whatever word you want to use, at a nuclear power plant. Like, I don't understand like that. Like, they just exposed Tyler. Netflix showed his job. That's his job.
When we were friends, he said he just worked a lot of overtime. So that's why he was like so proud he made 6 figures that year, because they had so much overtime. So hearing him owe people money is surprising to me, because I've never.
All right. Much love and respect to Jesse Wu. Much love and respect to Storytime with Ricky. But right now, because they have the information of him owing women money, it feels like they want to paint him like this. He has 100% been broke. You can just be honest. What if he just had a lot of money at one time and then he went broke? You don't have to just, when someone is so diabolical and dirty, you don't have to stretch the truth. You don't need nothing else. Tyler's a dirty motherfucker. Daeshon is on your stream, and Daeshon is telling you she saw paperwork where he made $100K. Daeshon is saying he made $100K off overtime. All right. Think about how much you can make off overtime. It's not like they laughing like he made 40K, but he did so much overtime, he made $100K. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. If overtime push you to 100K, you making 80K a year. Ain't if we do if we crunch the numbers, ain't that much overtime in the world. You're not working a job making 60K a year, but you work overtime and it push you to 100K. If your shit say 100K, you making good money already. Tyler is a piece of shit. What you don't want to do is stretch other areas, because it will give a liar an opportunity to focus only on the areas you lied about, when he should be defending the shit that he looks horrible about that's truthful. So this entire narrative that's going on right here, oh, he's always been broke, and the only way he did it from if a person makes $100K from overtime, they make at least $80K a year, which is a good paying job.
Known him to be broke.
Wait, so he was a security guard who was working a lot of overtime, basically.
Yeah, not a nuclear plant, whatever his title was, like nuclear plant. Like,
Hey!
She literally just said he was a nuclear plant security guard. And Ricky came back. So he wasn't like that is nuclear plant. Yes. Ricky, you and Jesse did y'all job. This nigga's trash. Don't stretch the truth nowhere else.
Hey! Then because on the show, he comes in as a nuclear security officer, not a security guard, nuclear security officer. And then, like, when the PR for the show comes out, he's an account manager, and now he's selling drywalls.
Yeah, like I said, when I was around, he had his own place. He was engaged, but they did not live together. So he was sustaining his lifestyle. I have no idea what happened, but it could be
borrowing
the child
money
support.
from everybody.
It could have been that too.
He was swindling. He's the Love is Blind swindler. He was robbing Peter to pay Paul, is what it seems like. Like,
because you have several women coming forward and asking about money, and then also you said that Bri would tell you, like, that she would ask him for formula and he wouldn't pay it. Which now I'm thinking, okay, because we don't know. Well, I don't know whether he gets married to the woman that he's engaged with on the show, but I'm just hoping if she sees all of this,
did you see the comment that I sent you that Ashley was responding in comments about her castmate?
Yes.
So it from that was just left like maybe a day ago. So just based on that comment alone, people had their opinions about it. Like, she's defending him. She's defending him.
I just find it hard because, like, there's a trend here. You have women who have taken him to court for money. You have Bri who says he's not giving her any money.
Yeah.
You have this man going through 3 different jobs that are basically just not legit. And now
This was the worst comment Jesse made. Because I keep reiterating, I do true crime. I go off facts. Tyler is a piece of shit. Tyler's the worst person I've ever seen off the top of my head, on any reality show. Except for, I gotta take that back because I know that Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire, he actually murdered somebody. So he's the worst person in the history of Love is Blind. I don't like Tyler at all. He's a Wendy's chicken nugget looking piece of shit. But it's wrong for Jesse Wu to say he had 3 jobs that are not legit, when the person literally to her side just said she saw his shit where he made $100K. He made $100K. No other job has ever been confirmed that he lied. There's no evidence at all, as of right now, of me recording this live, that his jobs are not legit. So sometimes we get caught up in wanting to destroy somebody so bad that we throw everything against the wall to see what stick. And the reason I'm speaking out about this is because Tyler is so awful as a human being. We don't need to throw everything against the wall to see what stick. He got a lot of shit that's just stuck on the wall. There's a lot of shit we can just go in. Tyler got so much shit stuck on the wall, we can literally rock climb. We can rock climb up that. So, like, I don't like this angle that they going with his career. I don't like the whole let's destroy his career. And when you talk about lawsuits, a lawsuit don't mean nobody don't have money. You can have a lawsuit against you because you don't want to pay the fucking money because you don't feel like you have to. If you want to show somebody broke, show they got a lawsuit, they lost the lawsuit, and they still ain't paid, and the judge locked their ass the fuck up. A lawsuit don't mean that you ain't got money. A lawsuit means somebody think you owe them money, and if you fight it, you feel that you don't feel like you owe them that. When we look at it, if you can't pick and choose. If you're basing what Daeshon is saying is fact, that he is horrible human being. If Daeshon tells you he had a high-paying job, you got to accept that as facts too.
Now you have this woman who is engaged to him. What has been her journey the last year? That's just, I mean, I guess that's something that she would have to answer. But it's like, with all this information coming out, there's no way she hasn't had to financially support this man.
Oh, and the only thing I left out, because she mentioned, well, he not paying child support in this right here. I'm not saying he not paying child support because he broke. I'm not saying he not paying child support because he's some morally great guy. He not paying child support because he's a fucking dumbass. He's a fucking dumbass that trapped himself in a lie. How can he voluntarily come out and pay child support when he married to a woman who he told these ain't his children? This man denied his own blood, his own DNA to be with a woman he known for 10 fucking weeks. He not paying child support because he's a horrible human being. He's a horrible human being.
Yeah.
There's just no way.
But right, and that's the thing, right? If Ashley is okay with all of this, then who are we to have an opinion, right? If she is okay with this man having 3 kids and him being broke, like, that's her man, that's her husband. Like, thank you for taking the trash out. You know what I mean? Now, where it gets tricky is he has not talked to his children in over a year. Like,
right.
I say that. So are you not talking to them because you told Ashley you're uninvolved and you're trying to make that narrative true? Or was she only going to fuck with you if you remained uninvolved and she is playing a part in you not being involved in these children's lives? That's where people are going to have a problem with Ashley. If it's like,
right,
Tyler decided on his own to be uninvolved, then that's on Tyler. But I think people will have an issue with Ashley supporting that because there are children involved who no longer have their father.
And then we do have Daeshon here who's confirming, no, he was, like, he pushed her out of the marriage to be, that's what you've been saying, right?
Be the dad, yeah.
100%. When we went to court, he added himself to our custody battle.
What she's saying right here is to finish him. This is the finishing move. This is the worst shit I've ever seen. This is the end all be all of how horrible of a person that Tyler is.
And said, look, I've been around. I'm his biological father, and I've been around from the beginning. And they even lied and said that I'd never been involved. So
wait. I'm sorry. Hold on. He fought you for custody?
Yeah, he helped the bride when it's not his fault that they won, but because they teamed up against me, I got nervous. And yeah, so yes, he went against me in court to get Cairo just to not take care of him.
And not claim him, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that was the part of Bry's video where she says,
I'm sorry, I'm getting mad. I'm trying to calm down. I'm trying the little kid in the projects that grew up, and I just wanted my dad so bad, and I ain't have a dad. Like it's like This man went to court with Bri while she's getting the divorce, and he testified to remove Daeshon completely from his biological son's life. This is why, like, I don't even see human beings as physical. I don't even I'm touching my hand. I'm a physical. I see it. But the thing that makes me different from my neighbor, SC, Pearl, Another Round, Veronica Evans, what makes you human are simply your decisions and choices. That's it. That's what makes you an individual. Bri, out of all these single parents out here, Bri has it fucking made. Not really. On paper, she got it made. She got two people fighting to be father figures, for a lack of a better word. No disrespect to the LGBTQ community. Parental figures. Let's just say that instead of father figures, parental figures. She got two people out here, single parents, ain't got nobody. Bri got two. But it boils down to Bri's choices. And Bri's choice, Tyler, help me get rid of this motherfucker. Tyler's choice. I'm gonna get rid of them. And I'm gonna say, because I'm the biological, I'm in the family. We got the pictures, the photos, and everything he used to push Daeshon away. Get her the fuck up out of here. He gets in that pocket to be the father figure. And he said he did it to be the father figure. He goes on a fucking reality show and walks away from his children forever and disowns them in front of hundreds of millions of people across the entire world. Bri, who had two choices of parental figures, has zero from the manipulation of one man. And what makes this even more fucked up, all of this is before Ashley is even involved. This diabolical, there is no Ashley. I want to be very clear, because I think I'm going to be the only YouTuber to say this. Tyler did not do this for Ashley. Tyler did this for the opportunity to go on a reality show, because the decision was already made to say he don't have children before Ashley in particular. I done so many interviews. I done went through the casting call. Hey, I remember my son 13. I remember my son was months old, and we was doing Skype videos back then. Me and my wife at the time to get on this reality show. I would never put a reality show over my fucking son. Over my son. He didn't do this for Ashley. He did this for the opportunity to go on a reality show. 3 people, Bree in the middle. I'm gonna move Daeshon out the way, and then I'm gonna remove myself. And then he said that he did this because he didn't want to have a son. He didn't want to have kids to be raised by a single parent. But he moved all the chess pieces on the board to make Bri a single parent. This nigga is scum. Scum. He couldn't kick it with me and my boys. He couldn't hang out with us. We don't let nobody come around us like that. How you? I'm gonna trust you as my homie when you disown your own kids. What you gonna do to me? Scum.
He helped me out, and I'll forever be thankful for it. But Bry's stance is that he helped her because Daeshon petitioned for full custody, and that's why he helped her. But Daeshon's stance is that Bry petitioned for full custody first.
Yes, and while Tyler was involved with our son, she cut all communication. I could not. I was emailing, calling. I called her first sergeant in the Army. I did everything I could. She told her Army leadership that she doesn't care what they say. If she doesn't want me to see the kid, then she doesn't have to, and they can kick her out of the Army if that's what they want to do. She made sure that there was no possible way. I even asked my lawyer, if I go to the daycare and pick him up, will I get in trouble? Because I am legally his parent. But
Right.
yeah.
So how has that left you feeling, the fact that, I mean, this is a child that was born into your marriage, and you have had to just basically move on with your life as if this isn't your son?
It's hard. It's definitely hard because he was going back and forth between California. My whole family knows him. I have family members I haven't seen in a long time, and they're like, "Wait, don't you have 2 kids?" So this whole reliving all of this has been hard. I've definitely had some tears and things like that. Because the only way that I could cope was just to ignore
Spoiler warning, I am about to be extremely hard on Daeshon. I'm just warning y'all right now.
the situation. So now seeing that he his life and things like that, it's hard. It's definitely hard. I mean, I have this chain right now. It has his name on it. I've never forget him, and I'm gonna cry, but yeah. So
I'm
it's hard.
sorry. I don't think, like, us as the viewers even just are beginning to understand, like, what this, like, how deeply rooted this is. Because, like, even just before you said that, I didn't make that connection. I don't know if you did, Ricky. I didn't make that connection until just like talking to you just now. I'm like, oh my God, like, this is her son too.
Yeah.
Her son.
Yeah, she's on his birth certificate.
I'm about to shock the world right now. I'm about to shock the whole Love Is Blind world right now. Y'all better be looking. I ain't big. He not her son. He not her son. John, why would you say that? He was only there to get her pregnant. She signed the birth certificate. I'm gonna say it by her actions. He is not her son. Watch me prove it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I know that Bry's side has like a different perspective of why the marriage broke up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to talk about that?
I'm gonna prove it right here.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know why they believe what they believe, but she comes from a toxic family. She learned those habits from somewhere. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to make this me and her story or whatever. But like when I told you what she did to me why I went out of town, she called her mom upset. My wife won't come home. She says she's scared of me. Her mom laughed. Like, she's scared of you. What? Like, that's stupid. So they've never, and I told you her mom never wanted her to be gay. So they've never supported our union. They're going to do anything to make her look good, and her coming forward with her truth, and it being that I randomly left and Tyler came in to save the day because I abandoned my family. I honestly think she believes that. That's the story
I
that
feel like
she
she
told herself.
kept it vague on purpose because she was trying not to make the story about herself.
Yeah.
That's what I got from it. Like, she's keeping it very vague on why you left, and because she doesn't want to focus too much on that. She wants to keep it focused on Tyler because Tyler is who we're worried about here. And at the end of the day, he had children. He went to custody, pushed you out of the picture to claim custody of this child who he is now publicly not claiming.
Yeah.
You know, and then as far as the twins go, like he took the narrative for Cairo and tried to apply it across the board when the shoe doesn't fit for the twins because you weren't even in the picture for the twins.
Yeah.
So I think that was her stance, right? Like, let's keep it on Tyler in that he's basically a deadbeat who abandoned his children, which that seems to be the truth here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Legally though, Cairo still belongs to you.
No. In the divorce, so I got out the army because I was struggling with depression and things like that. So you can imagine somebody trying to take your child from you, how depressed you're going to be. During this time when she cut all communication with my son, I told you she had raised my daughter from 10 months to 3 years old. She cut all communication with our daughter. So I'm trying to, my daughter is like, where's my mom? You know? And where's my brother that I just had? I'm depressed. I'm trying to fight this battle with the baby, but I'm so depressed I couldn't take care of my own kid. So my mom's having to step in and help me, and I just couldn't do that anymore. And at the end of the day, I just felt like I had to do what was right for my son and my daughter. And although she is abusive, she's never touched our kids. So I knew he was fine. And Tyler is around and things like that. So, hey, you want me out of the picture? I literally could not mentally handle the fight anymore. I cried on the phone, not knowing these are billable hours with my lawyer so many times.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
that adds up.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll let you.
I remember one day when I was living in California, you know, y'all know I'm in ATL. I'm estranged from my oldest daughter, and the worst shit is going on. I remember pulling my car over at a bridge. I remember my mom crying so hard. We in full stop traffic. I pulled my car over. Like, you can't even move, traffic so heavy. I'm about to lose my mind. I never gave up on my child. I never gave up. I ain't getting no feedback. I ain't getting nothing. I'm getting blocked. I remember I drove really, really far. I bought all this stuff for my daughter's prom, and I'm driving all these hours, and I finally get down there, and I get a call, don't show up. I pull my car over. I'm crying on the side of the interstate. I'm back in Atlanta now. I done drove out, like, so much things working against me. I remember I did a documentary on a 12-year-old girl who killed herself, and I used footage from her dad's interview, and her biological dad said, here's my receipt for child support. They trying to say I'm a deadbeat. I paid child support every time. I didn't go around my child because her mom and the guy she with was threatening violence. And I remember my entire audience was going off on this guy. Who cares if they threaten? This is your daughter. When it comes to men, and I'm going to let this shit out there. When it comes to men, y'all don't give a damn. Y'all don't give a damn what happened. It could be a hurricane and tornado in your area. You supposed to drive through that tornado to be there for your child. Y'all so hard on men. But Daeshon is sitting right up here and telling y'all, hey man, I it's best, it seemed like Tyler cool. Seemed like she with Tyler. It's best is Brian Tyler just take care of my son. That's not your son. That's not your son. I show you why that's not your son, Daeshon. Because your biological daughter that came out of your womb, you would not have gave up on. You would not have done the actions you did. You would have not done that. She's going to tell y'all. I couldn't even wait till she got to. She's going to tell y'all. She's going to go to her lawyer and withdraw because she can't handle the pressure of all she has to go through to see this son. She's going to tell y'all, her lawyer says, I think you should fight. She's going to quit. Live in California with her biological daughter that came out of her womb, turn a blind eye. And when I look at it through those love lens, you wearing that motherfucking necklace means nothing to me. You gave up on your son. You call him your son. You gave up. There was a fight in progress. You didn't lose the fight. You told your lawyer, I quit. So you gave up on your son. Tyler gave up on his son. Tyler gave up on all his kids. All y'all wrong. Bri, raise your daughter until she's 3 years old and walked away forever without a word. All y'all fake. You gave up on your son. If it's hard, you're going through mental health and your parents had to take your daughter, that's a timeout. You don't look like that now. You come back home, you go back and you fight for the motherfucking son that you signed his birth certificate for. You go back, you do whatever it takes. You sweet talk Bri. I see what's going on with Love is Blind, everything. It was always supposed to be me and you. I don't know. You keep all the paperwork so you make sure you get the money out of Tyler, everything. All I'm saying is for as a parental figure that he needs to be loved by two parents. That's supposed to be my son too. What can we do to fix this right now? You gave up for life. Now, I want you to think about this, Daeshon. When you was down in mental health and you needed help and your mom took your daughter, you temporarily checked out, got yourself well, you got your daughter. If you well now, why you ain't going back to try to fight for your fucking son? That's why I say he is not Daeshon's son. I don't give a fuck how much you like everything else she's saying. I'm a person that I can look at things in segments. All 95% of all the segments she's saying she's true, and Tyler's a fucking horrible, most horrible man I've ever seen. But on this segment, you gave up on your son. And you would not have given up if it was your biological daughter. You still be fine right now.
Let you cry too, and then send
that
bill.
lawyer was my best friend, but no. So I did end up reaching out to my lawyer and letting him know that I was going to agree to what she wanted, which was for me to give up my rights to our son. He was against it, but I just could not handle fighting her. And during that time, before she cut communication, she was already it was hard for me to see him. She would only let me see him if he was sick and she couldn't miss any more work, or just when it was an inconvenience for her. But any other time, she wouldn't let me see him. I had to beg. And I knew that was going to be our life for the rest of our life. That she was the type of woman that if I was like, okay, I'm coming to Maryland, I'm going to spend the summer.
Y'all be so fucking hard on men. Y'all be so hard on men. Boy, if y'all know the shit I'm going through even right now to this second, it don't matter. This shit is fucked up, horrible, don't fucking matter. I look at that shit, nigga, this is the life you chose. You should never chose that person. You chose that person. You had a child with that person. You got to go through it. You get one life to live, and the choice you made in your 20s or 30s or whatever, you got to see that shit out. I don't get to say, So now looking at it, if she's doing this now, she's gonna do this in the future. So it's gonna be hard the entire time. So because it's gonna be hard the entire time, you should just walk the fuck away. You're not a parent. You are not a parent. I'm sitting and watching y'all. I'm sitting and watching the fans. I'm sitting and watching them on the live stream with her. It's cool. We understand that's some drama you're gonna always have to deal with. Yeah, I don't blame you for walking away. You for lack of better word, you gotta just fucking man up. You gotta do it. You gotta go through it. All of us men going through it. All of us men go through this shit when we no longer with the parent. You gotta just man up and deal with the shit and keep going through it. Because at the end of the day, a man can say, when that child is grown, I couldn't get to you. But this is what all I did. Y'all, I know I got a lot of black people that watching. We love the movie The Color Purple. She couldn't see her fucking sister. But how did she feel when she opened and saw all those letters that she kept writing her fucking sister? She saw she never gave up hope. She kept trying when hope was all gone. Y'all ask this of us men. But a lesbian get in the same situation, and a lesbian woman can tell y'all, hey, it looked like it was going to continue to be hard, so I checked the fuck out, got across the country, raised my biological daughter. That was the best decision for who? Who? Me.
With him or something that she would fly them to Louisiana. That's the type of woman I was dealing with. And I didn't want to put him through that. So I just bowed out. And he looks happy, and I'm okay. I'm happy with that.
So
I regret it, but yeah.
How old was Cairo when you bowed out and then Tyler assumed this father role? Because we heard Bryce say that he asked to be a father,
right.
Like he asked to step up. So how old was Cairo at that point?
I don't know how old Cairo was when we filed. It was so, and again, I tried to like block all this out. So it's, and the timeline is just super murky because I left and then I flew back to Maryland and then I left again and I was going to come back to Maryland. It's just all over the place. She spent time in California. But Cairo was very young.
Is a toddler?
Because
no, not even a toddler.
The twins were, she said Cairo wasn't even one when the twins were conceived. So and you weren't around when the twins were conceived or born. I know that's like a 1 year difference, but like, so it seems like Tyler assumed the role as Cairo's father
before the age of 1. Yeah.
Very young.
Yeah. I only found out that Tyler was involved in his life because I got his medical records for the divorce. I was trying to show the judge something, and in the notes it said the nurse had wrote that the baby was at the appointment with mom and dad. That's when I knew that he was around. I didn't know what to this extent, but yeah. So probably 10 months or so when she cut all communication and everything ended.
Yeah. So even though Cairo was intended to be a donor situation, Tyler has been playing a father role since 10 months and a father role for the twins. So he's not a donor.
And but I would say before the 10 months because you saw the newborn pictures.
Right.
So it's like these are your children.
Yeah.
And also too, from Daeshon, what you said too is that they were hunching.
Oh,
they were hunching. They were in a relation. They were in a relationship. They were having relations. They were in a relationship. I don't care what the title is, because when I look at Bry's video, she says, it was understood, but we weren't in a relationship. But but we were solid. No, you guys were in a relationship. It doesn't matter what. Yeah, that's something that my therapist taught me, is that just because you don't say boyfriend and girlfriend doesn't mean you're not in a relationship with someone. Y'all were in a relationship. And when you put two and two together and you hear your side, which is this man was actively participating with her or conspiring with her to push you out. y'all were in mommy daddy mode, point blank
Right,
period. This is
right.
not donor. This is not donorship at all.
No.
Yeah, and Tyler himself, after she conceived, Tyler, this is before these all fell out and stuff. So she's pregnant with Cairo. Tyler and me had a conversation, and I asked him now one-on-one, what's going on with you and my wife? And he says, nothing's ever happened, but I will say during one of our threesomes, she did sit in the corner and masturbate, but she didn't join
I don't believe that.
at all. I don't believe it.
I don't even believe it. And I don't even know y'all like that.
Yeah.
I just don't believe it. No.
So Tyler never admitted to you that he actually slept with Bride.
Never.
And Bride never admitted that she actually slept with Tyler until
Never.
her statement yesterday.
But she's still not saying it as far as Cairo is concerned.
That's true.
She left that very. She didn't.
Yeah.
She didn't specify how Cairo was conceived, but
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
she does say she's had difficulty. She does say, like, when it comes to Cairo, it's a touchy thing because she's always had difficulties with how she identifies, that she's always been lesbian. So she does keep the Cairo stuff kind of very murky when it comes to like how Cairo came about.
right.
She does.
Yeah.
She does.
And I think part of that is because she knew, okay, I was married at the time.
Yeah.
As well, and he was engaged at the time.
And she's still in the army. So if she admits that she cheated on me, so in the army you get an Article 15 when you get in trouble. She got an Article 15 for getting pregnant while she was married to me with a twin. I don't know how long she can get in trouble.
What do that mean?
I like that. I like that. Jesse Wu asked what that mean. I was in the military. I was in the Air Force. I never got an Article 15. Never. That means you get charged with a big crime. And so they charged her with the crime of, I guess, infidelity, cheating on your spouse when she got pregnant with the twins. A lot of Article 15s, you get kicked out of the military. Some Article 15s, they're going to demote you, take a strike, which is huge. It's not a small thing. You have some kind of punishment, but you can stay in. If they didn't kick her out, and something like this, I don't think they'll kick you out the military. But I mean, it's hard to get in Article 15. Like that's some major shit. Like, but so this is no small deal.
The Article 15 mean?
Because in the army we have our own law. So that's when she got a charge basically. If it was civilian, she got a charge for adultery in the military because she got pregnant with the twins while she was married to me, and they knew that we were going through a divorce. So I don't know if she could still get in trouble for that, but that could be a reason why she's not admitting to cheating on me.
Makes sense.
Right. That makes sense.
I did not know that.
Me neither.
I did not know that about the army. Somebody in the comments that's saying, yes, the army is very strict. It's a very strict. They put family first in the army.
They do, but not in all situations, because when I called them and let them know, I found the article, the law that says that she, as a service member, has to let me see my legal or biological child, and her first sergeant said that does not apply to you because you guys are same sex. So, which is not true, but it's up to his discretion, and
Now, what the hell is going on in the army?
Right.
Hey. Right. So, I mean, is there anything else? Did we miss anything? Is there any other just basic information that you feel people should know when it comes to this entire situation? Because I feel like you've put so many things already in perspective for us, but is there anything that we're forgetting to add? Or is there anything that you would like to add?
I mean, I think my whole thing when I saw him on TV was just like, I want to make sure people know who he really is. So I hope that everybody has grown. I've grown since this situation, and I'm not sitting here saying that I'm just a victim. I told Ricky, I hate that I participated in hurting his ex-fiance. She was a great person, and I'm sure she still is. So I'm not to blame for anything. But I'm honest. So he was engaged. He was already cheating on her. He definitely had sex with my wife. He definitely petitioned to get me out of my child's life, and now he's not taking care of them, and that's really all I care about, is everybody knowing that.
Ricky, do you have anything you want to add?
I feel like thank you for joining us and filling in the holes to this story. Like I said, there's so many layers to this story that, you know, the only people that know the full truth are Bree and Tyler at this point. So it's like, thank you for being so vulnerable and trusting us and trusting me to share your story. And we just really appreciate having you here with us. Like you've definitely been super insightful and like helping us fill in the pieces to this puzzle.
Yeah. I mean, I think Ricky will agree with me when I say like, we are so sorry about your experience. Like, this is really just, I can't even begin to just think about how this all has affected you. But, you know, it looks like you're moving on and you're moving forward with your life. And, you know, we just hope that California treats you well, that your next chapter treats you even better. And we're really sorry that you're having to just relive all of this because this man chose to go online on national television and lie about these children.
Right.
Like,
you lied about a child that you fought so hard for is diabolical. Like it doesn't make sense.
It makes absolutely no sense. And if he didn't do that, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
So thank y'all for letting me share because I just, like, you know, I did not abandon my child at all.
Yes.
To
right.
death. And although I don't want him to have to go and see all of this, at least if he ever does, I love you to death. And if you ever want to reach out to me, I am here, no matter how old you are. So yeah, thank you.
Hey, yo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all just gonna have to hate me. If any man in the history of niggerdom comes on here and tells a child, if you ever want to reach out to me, I'm here, y'all will kill that dude. Y'all know y'all kill that dude. All the comments would be about, yo, why aren't you trying to reach out to the child? Why aren't you trying? Why you stop this? Why you stop that? Y'all will murder that guy. But she gets to sit up here and be like, yo, you're my son. You know what I'm saying? I signed birth certificate. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 kids. People, my relatives saying I got 2 kids. But yo, reach out to me if you want. If not, me and my biological daughter gonna live our best life out here in California. I'm not fighting for you. I'm not fighting for you. That shit is wild. I feel like, you know, it's sort of natural to how we are as human beings. You know, if a woman is getting beat by a man, a lot of women are going to show way more compassion than men are because women can identify with that. You know, when it's something you can identify with, you show more passion. So that's what you're seeing from me right now. I know so many men in horrible custody situations where these women are extremely intelligent and using the law and the parameters to work to their favor, doing everything. And while they got all this time with the child, when the man only get them every other weekend, they can put these little shits in their head, their kid head, make them not like them and turn against them, do all this devious shit. And while all this is going on, where a man can be broken the fuck down and want to fucking cry and die, all y'all gonna say, shut up, nigga. Keep trying. That's your kid. Keep trying. That's your kid. You don't give a fuck about how you feel. Keep trying. That's your kid. But she can sit up here and say, hey, man, what? She said he was about 10 months old. She said the divorce was finalized before he was a year. So she fought for her son for 2 fucking months. And she saw the future comings, that it was going to be hard. So she gave up. And we all cool with it. All right, bet.
I really hope that happens for you, Daeshon. I really pray that God grants you that he grants you that moment. You deserve that, and so does he. So does he. And we're all just rooting for you. We're rooting for you. We're rooting for Cairo. And again, like, we're all so sorry. So sorry. But definitely saying a prayer for you tonight, for you and Kai, and that you guys are able to one day reunite.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow.
Wow. That was a lot. Yeah.
I'm so
That was it. So if I do a quick recap, Daeshon was dating a woman by the name of Bry, who had a close friend by the name of Tyler. Daeshon had a bunch of friends that would do freaky stuff and freak offs. They menage a trois, foursomes, whatever. Tyler would be involved. And Daeshon knew that Tyler had a fiance. She didn't give a fuck. Her friends want to have fun. That's more important than him cheating. In this, later on, she found out that her fiance, Bry, was involved in the freak offs too. So prior to any children being involved, he was already smashing. Daeshon, according to her, gets married to Bry, and she is insecure about what she's seeing in her face with her fiance, with her wife, Bry, and Tyler. Bry comes up to Daeshon and says, "Hey, I got two candidates that's willing to knock me up. I believe she lied. I believe she only had Tyler, but if you're already worried about Tyler, it will work out best if I give you two people's names." Tyler volunteers, jacks off in the bathroom downstairs. Y'all go do your thing. You, Daeshon, fly across the country. He's smashing like he's regularly been smashing. She finally gets knocked up. He comes, even though it's your son, you signed a birth certificate. He's taking over your household. He's asserting himself. He implements a plan to get rid of you. It works. He continues to have sex with her. He now has a second place he can stay at. And in this sexual thing that they're doing on the norm, she gets pregnant again with twins. Y'all get divorced. You want to fight for your son because he's yours. The fight becomes too hard, so you walk away and stay away in California. He goes on a reality show and disown his kids, leaving Bry there with 3 children alone. Bry, who raised your daughter since she was 3 years old in order to keep you away. She knew the sacrifice meant she would never see your daughter again. She was cool with never seeing your daughter again. So she played in your daughter's face as a parent figure. And now you got a daughter in California saying, "Where's my other mommy?" who she'll never see again. Seems like that's the facts I got from the entire story from Daeshon. My conclusion: messy, messy, messy. Bry is wrong. Daeshon is wrong on certain parts, on 2 parts. Not fighting for her son and allowing Tyler to sleep with her friends, even though she knew that Tyler was engaged. Other than that, the person we care about, the villain Tyler, is the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen. He gonna have to come, and I'm gonna let y'all know now. I already know some of the things that's gonna happen at the reunion. Some of the things I'm hearing that's gonna happen at reunion. He's gonna double down that he was just a sperm donor. Nigga. I'm hearing that him and Ashley are married. You know, if Ashley accepts it, you know, then that's cool. Like, I'm not gonna be one of the people gonna follow her around and be like, "You stupid for doing this." You know, I think I think with someone who's a sociopath is very hard to see it, because when you look at Tyler's subtle mannerisms, when you look at Tyler walking up to Leo to give him the advice of he should choose Hannah over, I forget her old girl name. He seems very wise. He seems very mature. And when you present yourself in that way, and you out yourself and come out, yeah, I've done bad stuff in my past. It looks like a man who has matured. But the evidence in your face on him not maturing is this man ain't seen them children since September 30th. I was going to do a live about a screenshot I saw, and we'll end this video on this screenshot. I want to put it up here for y'all. And be honest with y'all. You know, I was texting women friends that I have, and they was going the hell off on me. They was calling me naive, and maybe I am. Maybe I am a little naive at times. And I think that y'all are going to share a lot of the opinion of my women, because I'm learning that female is a bad word. But I want to share this screenshot with y'all. I want to give y'all my theory. We're going to plug this at the end of this. This is very juicy, so you want to stay around to see this. You're going to want to stay around to see this. And while I'm looking it up, I'm going to give y'all the backstory so we won't wait. Last year, during filming, Tyler texts another woman at 3 o'clock in the morning. To be literal, it was 2:30 a.m., but 3 o'clock. Asking, can he come over? This was during filming. Let me give y'all my theory. I'm not afraid to put my theory out, even when even when it's not as popular. I'm not afraid to put it out. Yo, who did I just send that to? I thought I sent it to myself. Try to email myself. Let me refresh this page. Who did I just email that to? Hey, if you one of my friends, you just got an email from me. I apologize. Didn't mean to do it. All right, let me email myself so I can show it on the screen. All right. I don't know who I just emailed that to, but I just emailed it to myself now, and it went through. All right, let me get the screenshot. I want y'all to look at this 2:31 a.m. text message with Tyler and another woman on the show. Close all my tabs down. Y'all don't need to see everything on my computer. All right, here's the screenshot. And of course, Ricky would expose this. All right. I'm gonna read it to you. Then I'm gonna tell y'all my theory. I would love it if to hear y'all what y'all think. The Tyler says, "Hey, can I come over? Really need it." The woman says, "What happened?" Tyler said, "Just really needed someone, but it's okay." She says, question mark, okay. If it wasn't 3 a.m., then yeah. Tyler says, "Can I just sleep on your couch?" She said, "I tried to call." He says, "Can I come over?" All right. Keep it right here. So this was my theory, right? He left Bry September 30th. It's only 30 days in September. So the show started filming October 1st. He falls in love. You are in the pause for what, 10 days? You're in the pause for 10 days. So you're in the pause. And I want y'all to know who don't know about Love is Blind. Even when someone proposes in the first episode, you cannot propose early. Everybody proposes the final day. So everybody would have proposed October 10th. And then you fly off for a week, right? You fly off for a week from October 10th to the destination, the pre-honeymoon. You would leave there by October 17th. So this will be 6 days after you come back from that. Now, by October 24th of 2023, actually 7 days, I'm sorry. By that date, that's 7 days, right? This man is sleeping with Ashley Every single night, they're in the same bed. There's no way he can get away. She was there every single night, except for one. I don't know this. It's my theory. This October 24th, 2023 text message at 2:31 a.m. happened the night Ashley walked out after he told her he had children. I think y'all rocking with me. I think y'all know what I'm saying is sound. Now I'm finna say what y'all finna laugh at me and disagree with me about. Now y'all about to disagree with me. Every woman I text message this screenshot said this nigga trying to get some ass. I don't think that from what I'm watching. I think we got to go back to what just happened. Tyler cheated on his fiance and had sex with a bunch of women. Tyler had his fiance around his children and she didn't know that they were his. He got away with it. So when Tyler finally tells Ashley he got children, and Ashley is the first woman to walk out that door, I think that Tyler fucking panicked. I think his heart started beating fast, like when you about to get a whipping. I think Tyler, this text message doesn't look like a horny man to me. This text message looked like a motherfucker that know you in some trouble. Ooh, this finna be a storyline. A storyline involves people looking up your past. This finna be a storyline. She done walked out. You supposed to be Brett and fucking Tiffany. So I go back and I reread it. Hey, can I come over? I really need it. That line right there is what set all my women friend off on me. John, he said, I really need it. Y'all be thinking me and diabolical for real. Like, I thought really needed is to come over. This motherfucker is panicking, heart beating fast. He know he in some shit, and this is a friend. This is not a new person that he's texting. This is somebody he known for a minute. This is somebody he known for years. So I focus on, can I just sleep on your couch? This is a man that is afraid as fuck that what's about to happen. He either gonna lose Ashley, but he about to have everybody in his business. I didn't see this as a man. I'm sleeping with Ashley every day, everything perfect. Ashley says, I just need some time to process what you're telling me about the children, and she walks out, and he immediately thinks, I want some ass. I didn't get that from these text messages. People I know who want some ass, we not asking to sleep on your couch. So I leave it to y'all. What do y'all think? Ashley comes back that morning. They talk all day because you see it's daytime when they got on a gray jogging suit on the couch. Then you look out the window, it's nighttime when they show them on the next episode. They talk all that day. They make up. Ashley stay with him. There's only one night on this entire show where Tyler can go free. Now, I'm going to be real because I'm a man. Even if he's scared out of his mind, his heart beating fast, like he about to get a whipping, and I just need to come over and sleep on the couch. I just want to be around somebody. He's freaking the fuck out. If that woman thinking, I don't know what the fuck they do going through, he don't never come over here and just sit on the couch or whatever. But if he here, I want some dick. If she solicits sex, he was gonna take it. Especially with his back, he was gonna take it. But I don't think from this text that Tyler, within one day of not even one day, Ashley left that night. I don't know if Ashley left at 11 o'clock or 9 o'clock. He know camera crews and shit around. I don't think he immediately pulled out his phone to get some ass that quick. I think he was scared. Yeah, he was looking for Carl, and I said, yeah, he was scared. So This about to come out too. They're gonna now. Let me be fair. It may have meant sex because I'm gonna tell you why. If everything I'm saying is true, then Tyler should say what I just said. Ricky says she heard. She didn't confirm it. She said she heard he gonna come out and say that these texts aren't real. Now, when he do that, he is underestimating Ricky. Ricky let this woman know, I got his real phone number. His ex-girlfriends gave it to me. Can you confirm the phone number? And the girl confirmed the phone number. If what I'm saying is real, there is no reason to lie and say that these are fake. But then again, we dealing with a guy who caused his own demise by lying for no reason. I'm going to end this live right now. If Tyler would have told the truth, Ashley still would have dated him. If Tyler told the truth, he would not have to go to court for child support. If Tyler told the truth, Bri would have been rooting him on to find love. Everything that's happening, everything that's happening is because he lied for no reason. So take it for what it's worth. Thank y'all for rocking with me during this live. I don't like going live over here because I ain't big yet. I'm going to enjoy going live when I get big. Check out the live I'm doing with Little Black Book 91 Thursday. Got to get the times right because I don't know when he say nighttime. He ain't in America. I don't know what he mean. But we get time right. We're going to go live about this right here. And I'm sure I'll be doing multiple lives with another round right here in my chat about this and other stories on Love is Blind. So thank you all for joining me. Salute, and talk to y'all next time.